If you commit a crime, then do your time, you think you might have paid your debt to society. But having a criminal record haunts the resumes of millions of Americans who find, perhaps not surprisingly, employers aren't eager to hire them. Enter a 4-year-old program in Baltimore that's trying to change the odds for ex-offenders who are out of prison and ready to work. It helps them get a job and develop the skills to move up in the workplace. NewsHour Weekend Special Correspondent Saskia DeMelker has our story from Baltimore.
Break with this.
52-year-old Collie Thomas is trying to find just the right outfit. She's got an interview for a promotion at work.
I'm nervous because I'm excelling. And when you excel, it gets more challenging and more challenging.
Just a few years ago, this would have been a distant dream. Thomas was desperately trying to get any job.
Oh, my goodness. I searched and I searched. I was in the papers. I was on the computers. My girlfriends, they took me to different places to fill out applications.
But time after time, she says she got the same response.
Ms. Thomas, you have a criminal background. Oh, we don't hire people with criminal backgrounds. I felt like, wow, I'm not gonna ever get a job.
In 2013, Thomas had returned home to Baltimore after serving 10 years in prison for a murder that she says was domestic violence related.
I knew it was going to be hard for me to get a job. And it was at the beginning, it really was. That's when my daughter told me about Turnaround Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, city residents who have struggled to find employment come to this church basement in East Baltimore.
If you come here and do everything that we ask you to do, we can almost guarantee you a job. But you gotta come.
Turnaround Tuesday is a nonprofit program that helps people who are hard to employ find work, mainly those with criminal records. Since the program began in 2014, co-director Melvin Wilson says it has found jobs for more than 450 Baltimore residents.
There are a lot of people in this community that have been connected to the criminal justice system. We believe that the crimes problem is a jobs problem, and the jobs problem is a crimes problem.
These are the statistics. In the Baltimore neighborhoods where Turnaround Tuesday operates, the incarceration rate is about 4 times higher than the national average. They also have higher than average unemployment. Nearly half of people aged 16 to 64 are not working.
People come home, there's no opportunities for them. Many people have been home and still been out of work for 3 or 4 years. Employers have not opened their arms for ex-offenders to come to work.
Wilson says that once employers run a background check or see gaps in employment indicating a criminal history, they don't want to take what they see as a risk in hiring an ex-offender.
The risk is the label that society has put on folks, that people that have been arrested are lazy or they're not going to show up on time. They're going to bring conflict to the workplace. They got to be twice as good as everybody else because the expectations are that they're going to fail.
I had to realize I am valuable. Growing up the way I didn't feel valued. I never felt valued. Today, can't nobody beat me.
Terrell Williams is Turnaround Tuesday's other co-director. He leads weekly lessons in workplace social skills.
How to do individual meetings, public-private relationships, what is leadership, how do you handle conflict. Everything that we do is about presentation. When you ask a question or make a comment, you stand up, you give your name. When you think about all the tension and stress that we go through on a daily basis, you better be able to laugh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Williams says being away from society and labeled a criminal means ex-offenders often lack the confidence and communication skills that are critical in work environments. But the structure of prison can also help them transition to the workplace.
There is data that suggests that people who have been in prison and comes out, they do far better at the entry level. They do far better than people who are just in the community and come and apply for a job, because they are already institutionalized. They are used to taking orders.
I'm a motivator. I like to motivate people.
See, dig inside of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of telling people your story. I want to hire you if you feel confident in you. We say don't run from your story, run to your story. Use your story as an instrument to pierce the heart of the interviewer. Because if the interviewer can understand where you came from, and they can understand that now you're on the road to turning your life around, what better person could you have?
I had 14 years clean and addiction.
Come on.
I'm a nurturer. I'm good with people.
And that's a good place to use yourself.
Thomas has spent countless hours with Williams working on how to tell a hiring manager about her crime, how she overcame struggles with substance abuse and trauma, and her incarceration. She also learned how to build a resume with the jobs that she did behind bars. Turnaround Tuesday actually encourages people to include their prison work experience.
I worked hard in there, but for $1 a day. We started at 6, didn't get off to 2, did laundry from 3 to 8. 9 o'clock, I was going out to the kitchen and working in the ODR for the officers.
But coaching ex-offenders like Holly Thomas is only half of the solution, says Williams.
It really is about changing the hearts and minds of those that are in position to give people jobs.
That's why Williams and Wilson have been forming relationships with Baltimore employers, asking them to give ex-offenders a fair shot.
We had to say to them, if we vet the people, will you at least give them an interview? That's all we wanted.
Johns Hopkins was the first to sign on. Between its medical center and university, it's the largest private employer in Baltimore. And its hospital is just a mile from the neighborhood where Turnaround Tuesday meets. Hopkins is also where Holly Thomas finally landed a job as a housekeeper 2.5 years ago. She still remembers the moment.
I actually cried first because I was given a second chance. They didn't judge me on my criminal history. And I told them I'd give them my all because I appreciate the second chance of having this job.
Johns Hopkins and Baltimore City are inextricably connected. We need to have every able-bodied person who's able to work working in this city.
Yariela Kerr-Donovan is Johns Hopkins Director of Strategic Workforce Development. She says Hopkins' effort to hire ex-offenders started because of a shortage of workers to fill jobs ranging from administrative support staff to community health workers. Ex-offenders are becoming increasingly essential at Hopkins. On average, 5 to 10% of their annual hires have a criminal record.
We are still doing our due diligence in screening and hiring. We have not compromised our standards. The key point is making sure that whatever their infraction was or whatever that caused them to go to prison doesn't create a conflict or a risk for the job to which they've applied.
A 2009 internal study at Hopkins found that turnover among employees with criminal records is lower than among employees without records for the first 3 years of employment.
The individuals who may have made those mistakes and are coming back, they appreciate and recognize the value of the employment and the career opportunities that are here. They've been to a place where they don't ever want to go back to, and so they work very hard to be successful.
While many ex-offenders come in at the entry level, as Holly Thomas did, they earn living wages. Thomas started in 2015 at $11.68 an hour plus benefits. They're also provided access to educational and career training to help them move up and fill high-need positions in the ever-growing healthcare industry.
And already I seen a card that needed it in there, and it's not even in there, so.
Less than a year into her initial job as a housekeeper, Thomas was promoted to unit associate on the hospital's critical care ward.
We transport patients. We make sure each patient in each room have all the necessary supplies as needed.
Now she's looking to make her next career move at Hopkins. That interview that she's been prepping for is to become a peer recovery specialist, someone who offers resources to those who are struggling with issues that she herself has dealt with, like substance abuse and domestic violence.
Imagine something that was this negative thing in your life and caused you pain is the thing that's going to be someone else's redemption through you, someone else's support.
At least 9 Baltimore employers, ranging from healthcare to construction to transportation services, have interviewed or hired ex-offenders from Turnaround Tuesday. That includes the University of Maryland Medical System and MedStar Health, Baltimore's other top private employers.
We want you to stay engaged. We're going to stay engaged with you for 2 years, but we also want you to take ownership of this city.
Even after people are hired, Turnaround Tuesday continues to coach them and make sure they're succeeding on the job.
Our model has proven to be successful. We are currently experiencing about an 83% retention rate for the individuals that come through Turnaround Tuesday that are working.
It's expanded to a second meeting location in West Baltimore, and one of their best recruiters is Holly Thomas.
She's probably personally been responsible for bringing 25 to 30 people to Turnaround Tuesday, many of which have gotten jobs.
Sometimes I come in from work and I sit in the kitchen. I say, wow. Wow. Because I remember it was times, this emotional. But I remember it was times when I used to sit in my cell, coming home to my home, my own home again. This is what I work hard for.
If you're wondering whether or not Collie Thomas got that promotion, we can tell you she did well enough in her first interview to advance to a second round. She should know more in a couple of weeks.